But here, I just found this clump of hair. Look what was attached to it and all curled up in it. I don't want to cut this. Hey, whoa, don't let them go through there. All right, I'll go see what I can do. I'm just afraid they're gonna all keep going. Get, shoo, shoo, Big Joe. Go, shoo, 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 shoo. Hey guys, welcome back to Cross Timbers Bison. I'm Dusty. We are the Bakers. In case you missed the last video, here's what happened. We went to go check the Big Joe herd, do our normal herd checks and make sure we didn't have any new red dogs. But while we did, we only found half of the herd one morning. After doing a little driving around, checking fences, we found one bad spot in the fence where the flood put so much debris on the fence, they found a spot to get out. Maybe not. See some. After making it over to the neighbor's pasture, using our high-performance track dogs and Colorado Mike, we found the herd. However, the next challenge was getting them back on our property. We went back, got cubes, then we flew the drone, located where they were. What we decided to do was cut the fence. Oh, I don't want to cut this, but we're gonna have to, Mike. Using the cubes to try to corral them and get them to come over back to our property. Mike and I had a hard time. Come on! This is where we left off in the last video. Back. Hey, right here. Come on, ladies. They're all about to come in. Yeah. Well, they're not responding to that, so. All right, I'll go see what I can do. Do your best. Need a flag. I'm just afraid they're gonna all keep going. Get, shoo, shoo, Big Joe. Here they come again, Mike. They're gonna try again. There's Peaches. Good girl, Peaches. There's Hoss. Red dog. I hear them. Don't do that. How many more are out there, Mike? Oh. Okay, hey, you hold the fort here. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze by these two ladies here. Don't play games. Shoot, go. Step back, yeah, shoot. Come on, work with us. Mike, you're gonna have to get out of the way, bud. It's all right, I got him right here. Go, shoot, go, shoot, 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 shoot. You same one. Oh, get back.
That's when I was running up, I was trying.
Hey, I tell you what. Take the ATV, shake the bag, and just drive. Okay. Drive that way. Just drive far. And I'll babysit these two. And make sure you drive this way.
What's that?
Drive this way. Because if you go that way, it'll pull them that way. So go this way. Just keep driving and shake that bag. You may have to turn it off once you get far, and so they can hear the bag. Go, shoot. All right, there goes Mike. Get back, Klaus. Thank you, Big Joe. Being a good boy so far. Follow him. Follow him. Okay. Send him that way, because if they move that way, they know where the hole is. Come on, Canada. Okay. All right, Mike. Lead the sack and come on. Yep, come on. They came in. Now we got fence to patch up, and then we're gonna have to count them all. So glad Big Joe was good. Hoss came through. He's always a question mark. See how he's acting right now. He wants back in there. All right, nice job, Mike. Got him. We need to double check them, count them all for sure, but.
I thought there was a cow and a calf that walked off.
Oh, really?
Quite a ways that way when the first go around. Never saw them come back, but.
Okay. I can fly the drone instead of driving in there, because if we go through this gap, they just want to explore new territory. So,
How do you want to?
Hey, you remember that wire you tried to throw away?
Yeah,
throw
I'm
away?
glad I didn't. Huh?
Yep, that's why we need it. But I don't have my stretcher. Standing near post.
Didn't even try to come.
Should have left you as one of these. Sorry.
Oh. Good enough.
Sorry.
They didn't even try.
Good.
And you have this statue of a person standing there. You know?
Okay. I got the fixers, and I got more wire. All right, well, we've got the spot patched up here. It's not pretty, but it looks about the same as it did. So, anyways, the bison have calmed down. They're over here laying down, taking their lunchtime, afternoon naps. So the next thing is we actually got to go back all the way to the spot where they actually got out, see if we can patch it up. Where they got out, we discovered it this morning. We're just doing a normal herd check. Me, Marissa, Brooks, Mike, we only found about half of the herd. I'm like, something's going on. So we went to a fence line. We're near the creek, but it was when it flooded during right after tornado. We've got 7.5 inches of rain. We got a big flush of debris down this creek. Well, it got so high, it pushed the debris on the fence. And I didn't think it was a major concern. I'm like, they're going to be happy where they are. Why would they get over here? Well, it must have been just low enough for them to jump over it. And I saw the heron this morning. I saw the hare, saw the footprints. I said, well, they're over here on the neighbors. The good thing is there's another pasture between us and Highway 7, which is important. They're not out on the highway or anything like that, but luckily in a place we could get them back. So we've got them back. We've got our fence patched here. Now we're going to go over to where the flood happened and the debris has pushed the fence down. We're going to patch that up real quick with a gate panel, and we'll go from there. Not happy with you at all. want to take this panel right here. Marissa and I found this panel from our creek crossing right over here.
Huh.
It's at least 100 yards. It flooded after that tornado, and this thing landed up here on the pasture. Is how much water we had. It was nuts. So it floated along the creek and landed up here in the pasture. You can see that debris right over there off these trees. And yep, fun stuff. We'll hook a little chain up to it. We'll haul this and it will give us, this is not a bad gate.
No.
Still together.
16 footers too.
Yeah, it'll give us a lot of cover. Let me use this chain here. A lot of you think you can get on to me for the blackberries, of wanting to get rid of the blackberries, but here I just found this clump of hair. Mike and I are on the way to fix this crossing where they got out with our panel here, and came across this. It's nice to find these molts, these fibers. I love seeing this hair. I always pick it up and stuff, but look what was attached to it and all curled up in it. Guys, you ever seen the blackberry vines or whatever? Look at these gnarly thorns on them. And some of you, yes, they're great to eat. They're in large populations across the Ponderosa, and that's why we're trying to get rid of a bunch of them. Yes, we're going to keep some to consume for ourselves. Brooks loves them, but this is what happens. They get attached to the bison because they're terrible. All right, we're in our spot. You guys may recognize this place. This is where Marissa and I did our first patch of creek crossing from the flood we had after the tornado, after about 3 hours of sleep. We're just gonna head north. Yep. Yeah, so there's the original creek crossing. Not a problem. They've been good with that. It's worked well. It's kept them in. But now, I think they're doing a good job of actually cleaning up the woods. There's a lot of traffic down here. It's nice and cool. When it gets hot, I think they spend time down here. But they've actually stomped so much and maybe grazing some of this. I don't know, these plants down here. They may be grazing it. But look at all this debris. We're here, Mike. So they've bent it over more than it was. And this weight of this debris, let me get this out of here. So the water, creek's right over there. You can see the ATV. That's the normal level of the pasture. This is how high the creek got. You can see the debris patches caught on these fences. Big trees. Look at this big pile of debris. We should just light this on fire. It's still moist, but my intent was to come down here and burn this. See, the other side of the fence is fine. And this is not a great fence. This is one of the ones that we were worried about when we brought them out here. But, you know, they should be happy. There's still so much grass over there. But you can see all the debris here. What we could do, what I thought about doing, is bringing my propane torch and you just burn it, right? Get the weight off of it. It'll pop back up some. The fire doesn't hurt the barbed wire that much if it's good wire, and this looks like good wire. And get the weight off of it and pull it back, or we can just, you know, that would help a bunch. That's probably the easiest thing to do. That, or you have to go through here and hand do it. But I like to burn, so I'd like to just burn it. And look, there's some cedar in there. That stuff will burn. These leaves, yeah, see that? It's dark. If it's dark like that, it's damp. You're like, why haven't you done this, Dusty? You got to prep your fences. You got to check your fences every day. You're absolutely right. You know, but sometimes life happens and you trust your bison a little more. So it's easy to sit there and say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But yep, every rancher would love to check their fences every single day, but that's not reality. I trusted them. I didn't think they'd go through this, and the weight of this has gone down further than I thought. So good thing is we've got them back. No bison are injured. Mike's not injured, I'm not injured. So, well, as you can tell, it looks like I need to have a little discussion with my neighbor. This fence when we got here was never in great shape, but I've underestimated the bison a little bit. I guess they wanted to explore, but very thankful for Mike and his help, old Colorado Mike. He spent a week with us. So we got a lot done when Mike was here, and it was a good thing that Mike was around to help. I hate to put Marissa and Brooks in that situation. And anyways, very thankful for Mike, and I've had fun with him getting them back in. Definitely made a big difference having some good help, that somebody's been around some bison. But definitely got to call the neighbor and figure that out. That whole fence line needs to be torn out, pushed, dozed, whatever, and a new one needs to go in there, because we've got one more grazing on that unit. I've moved the herd since then. They're right back here behind me with the babies, the Big Joe herd. But they're gonna get one more grazing on that, and for sure we've got it patched for now, but it needs to be completely done. But we'll have to really pay attention to that next time they go back into the burn unit. Here in the month of July will be the last grazing on that. So anyways, glad we got him back in. Mike has gone back to Colorado. We'll miss him. We'll keep up with him. But I wanted to tell you, he just had his very first bison calf. Mike started raising bison about 3-4 years ago. That's how we met. But I got some footage of it right here. But I wanted to share it with you. He's out in the southern Colorado Springs area near Parker, I believe. And he started with 6 bison. I wanted to share this with you. He's on a place where there's wide open spaces. He can even see Pikes Peak from his place. And also want to give a shout out to the firemen. Being good friends with Mike, we support those guys. I'm very thankful for them. And they don't get enough credit for what they do for our small town, for our communities, and some of those big cities. And Mike's pretty busy being in the Colorado Springs area, let's just say that. So. But I'm very happy and excited for him. We kind of walked through the situations of him getting to watch his first calf being born ever as raising bison. And that's kind of the moment, you know, like, hey man, maybe I'm going to make it. Maybe we can make it as a bison rancher. So glad we got the bison back in. New fence will need to be discussed, and we'll see you guys soon.